The Monterey Township wind ordinance is far from adequate and far from completion.
Hot winds are blowing in Allegan County tonight as allegations whirl against politicians who citizens say will line their own pockets with a windfall of money. There's a wind energy vote in the works, and residents fear the politicians will sell them out in a conflict of interest. 24-hour News 8's Danny Carlson investigating that tonight from Monterey Township.
Tonight's Monterey Township board meeting focused not only on how or if wind turbines should be allowed in the community, but who should be making those decisions. After nearly an hour of public comment, the dozens of residents at tonight's Monterey Township board meeting kept coming back to the same issue.
How can you vote on it yourself if you're involved financially with it?
3 of the 5 members of the township board are currently leasing property to wind energy companies. That board will eventually vote for or against an ordinance that will outline regulations including height, allowable sound, and distance from buildings that wind companies will have to follow before setting up shop in Monterey Township. Residents worry those board members may not be impartial.
The higher the dB levels and the smaller the setbacks that they write into our ordinance as supposed to protect our township residents, the more that they personally can get wind turbines on their own property. And the more money they get, the more wind turbines they get on their property.
Something Township Supervisor Christopher Reinhardt, who leases property himself, says isn't the case.
But as far as writing the rules up front, the legislature does not excuse themselves because they may have an interest in something when they're writing a law. And that's what we're doing. We're writing the basic legislation for the ordinance for the turbines.
He says board members are trying to keep the best interests of the township in mind.
It's going to increase our tax base without increasing the amount of people in the township so that we're kind of the best of both worlds.
But many residents say they don't think the township is the only thing some board members are thinking of.
Your options are limited after the fact. Your livelihood and everything you own is tied up in your property usually.
A meeting to listen to public comment about the wind energy ordinance is planned for later this month. In Monterey Township, Danny Carlson, 24-hour News 8.